Alright folks, we got a little swarm up here in a tree. Little tiny swarm. Maybe a softball, half pound, hardly worth catching, but we're going to try to get them just for the experience. I've got my helper out here, my mentee, if you will. And so this is the first time he's tried catching a swarm, so I'm going to let him do it. Alright, hit it. Ah, no, too short. Look at the bright side. The more limbs you break off that lower limb, the easier to be out of your way. You standing on your rope, man.
Almost.
There you go. Okay, so we got it. I may or may not have thrown the rope, but we'll say that he did it. And so now he's just doing the old rope flick, and we got our rock dragging it down here. So we're trying to get down to where we can pull on it, and then we'll work the whole rope over to pull the box that's there beside him, and then we'll yank on the ropes and jar them loose off that branch. We've got our box here. Got 5 frames of foundation, a little shot of bee quick in it, so hopefully that's enough to bait them in. Okay, so we had a little change of plan. We got our box hoisted up, and the bees are about 4 or 5 feet above it still, and our limb snapped. So the limb that the bees are hanging on that we threw our rope over actually broke and is hanging down. So we're afraid if we pull the box any higher, it's just going to snap the limb entirely off and it's going to come down. So we're going to stop it here and try to give them a shake and see if we can't just knock them loose enough that they'll find the box, because it's got the swarm commander in it. So let's give that a shot. You want to jump on the rope over here?
Alright, and just tug?
Yeah, just give it kind of a 1, 2, 3 tug. Well. Hey, if it doesn't snap that limb off, then that might give you some courage that you can pull the box higher. It's getting them stirred up. Yeah. Not in a bad way. They're not aggressive. But it's getting them stirred off the limb. That's what you want. You want them to start flying around. Look, see a couple of them going to the box?
Yeah.
Okay, so give them a few more shakes. There you go. And I'll let it rest for a minute. Let's see how they do on that box. Okay, so we cheated a little, and we had to go get the rope saw, and we sawed off. That lower limb was hanging us up. So we sawed it off, and now we got the box up there a lot closer, right underneath where they were clumping up. And now he's tying off the rope so the box can just ride, and then we'll do just like we were before. We'll just grab that rope, give it a good jostle, but just dragging the box up there got them really stirred up. Not in an aggressive way, but it really got them moving. So hopefully it'll get them running into the box here. If that queen, even if she's on the limb, she might be able to just walk right down into the box and not even have to fly. So at this point, we're just going to give them a few more shakes, and then we're going to leave them alone. Well, here's a little update on our swarm from yesterday. The box is still hanging up there. I glanced over here last night, or yesterday evening, and I couldn't see the box because of how it's hanging behind that pine bough. See, my place is over here to the right, so couldn't see the box, and I was like, and I thought I could see that the rope was slack, and I was like, daggum, the thing must have fell out of the tree after all. But it didn't. It's still up there, and you can see the bees are clustered up pretty good on the outside. They're not, you know, you could just say they're bearding on. I'm not sure. That it looks like there's some activity in and out of the box, but they're definitely not all in it. So I guess for now we're just going to leave it hanging just like it is and see if they end up totally accepting the box or if they end up moving on. But we'll call that the end of this saga. I don't know that I'll wait around to make an update on what officially happens, but give it a couple more days, and if they're still on the box in a couple more days, I'll take it down and relocate it back into the yard.